So East versus West has given me the opportunity to announce this big super match, the left arm super match that is going to happen in the Zurich, Switzerland event, East versus West 28 days, as you can see on the screen. So the big super match announcement, is it Devon or Kamil? The comments are already here. Hold up, Kamil or Ivan maybe. Ivan, Alijan, Zaranov or Kamil? It's Kamil, guys. Ivan, Kamil. Okay. So people are guessing, and one of these names is obviously correct. We'll discuss the whole card too. At least the matches that have been announced yet. His head is like a balloon. It's Kamil, Dadikyan. So people are making their guesses, and I'm also going to tell you that the winner of this super match is most likely going to face the at the next event, or maybe at an event after that. The winner of this match is going to face Devon No Limits Larrett. So that's why this super match is even more important. So guys, the guesses were correct. It's Kamil Jablonski. Many people got it right. What's the weight class? It's super heavyweight super match. If it's Pradeep versus Dadikyan, then rest in peace, Dadikyan. You know what's up. Michael Todd. Nope, it's a left arm super match, not a right arm one. But the guess was good. 105, Dadikyan versus Michael Todd. There you go. If Dexter Tan is watching this stream, if Robert Baxter is watching this stream, that's a match right there. Dadikyan versus Michael Todd. That was already supposed to happen a couple of years ago, but couldn't happen for some reason. That must happen. So Kamil Jablonski, yes, that's the match. So why this match is important, I've already discussed. The winner of this super match most likely will get a super match against Devon Larrett. And the left arm Devon match is big these days. It's not like now he can claim when he lost to Kamil initially that he was in a very bad phase of his life. He wasn't training his left. Now all of that is gone. Now it's 100% competition, peak shape, Devon. So he cannot say that, or nobody can say that Devon isn't ready for this super match. He will be ready for that left arm match. That thing is for sure. So Kamil Jablonski. We have seen that Kamil has a weakness against hookers, fast hookers on the right arm. Ivan Mitishenko proved that. And even though Morozov isn't fast, but still his hook is right up there. One of the best hooks in the world. And he was able to beat Kamil right-handed. I wouldn't say as easy as Ivan Mitishenko did, because the speed isn't there. If Morozov was as fast as Ivan, I think he would have beaten Kamil as easy as Ivan, but he wasn't. So you need two things. You need hook power and you need speed if you want to beat Kamil, even on the right arm. But can this be done on the left? That's the question. I would say it's not equally easy, because for Kamil it's difficult to give up his wrist, because the arm power is not as good as the left arm. So people can grab him low. He cannot literally give up his wrist. On the left arm, it doesn't matter. You grab him here, he'll still give up his wrist and he'll still press through you. So it's really difficult to hook Kamil on the left. Plus, since his arm power is more, he can tricep press you as well. He cannot tricep press Artem Morozov on the right arm because the arm power isn't there. The confidence isn't there. But on the left, it is there. So he will press you down if you try to low hook him, take a low grip against him, then force the hook on him. That thing is coming. That tricep press, Jerry style. So the same thing that Jerry did against Gennady Quickvinia. That thing Kamil can do on the left arm, and he can do it really well. 111 people watching. The match, once again guys, is Kamil Jablonski versus David Dadikyan, left arm super heavyweight match. It's not a title match, but it's basically for the number 2 guy in the world. Why am I saying that? Dadikyan is number 3 and I think Kamil is number 7. Since Artem Morozov is out, his right is injured, his left is also injured. So it's not like he can do too much workout at this moment. So maybe for a year or two, his left is going to stay injured. I hope not. His left is already recovering slowly. But at this moment, we can basically consider him out. So that switches Dadikyan up to number 2 spot and Kamil to number 6. So this can be for number 2 spot. And just tell me guys, if Kamil can beat Dadikyan's hook, then who is beating him on the left arm? We only have Vitaly Laletin left. And even then, Kamil caused real big trouble for Vitaly. We saw that match. A couple of pins Kamil got over Vitaly. Or maybe at least, was it 1 or was it 2? So anyways, he gave Vitali a tough match. It wasn't an easy match. And if Kamil can beat Dadikyan's hook, then he'll be confident that he can do the same to Alijan Muratov. He'll be confident that he can do the same to Ivan Mertishenko on the left arm. He'll be confident that he can do the same to Artem Morozov once Artem Morozov recovers. So that will probably make him a genuine number 2, number 3 guy in the world. And that will be awesome. So Devon was talking about jumping the rankings, how he was teasing Kamil that without even beating him, now he's ranked number 4, he's above Kamil, so Kamil needs to climb the ladder, although he won the last match against Devon. Kamil can do the same. He can force Devon to climb the ladder, but I don't think he will, because everybody needs a match against Devon, and that will be the next match. The winner of, I think, I've already discussed this with Dexter. He was saying that it's not sure, but maybe most likely the winner of this match will have Devon. At least that match will be offered to both parties. So if Dadikyan wins, he will be offered a match against Devon. If Kamil wins, Devon and Kamil, they both will be offered that match. And then it's up to them to accept. Or maybe even not. Maybe East versus West can just tell them, you have to face this guy. Deal with it. Either way, it will be amazing. Dadikyan versus Devon, who wouldn't want to see that match? Kamil versus Devon rematch, who wouldn't want to see that match? We saw all kinds of reasons from Devon. We heard all kinds of reasons from Devon as to why he lost to Kamil the first time around, and it's not going to happen the second time. Now that will be the time for Devon to back up his words. Can he do that? We'll have to wait and see. With that being said, with this announcement being made, and I'm really awesome. I am awesome, but that's not what I was trying to say. I was saying I'm really happy that East versus West is doing a different and in a way awesome job to announce these super matches. Utilize the YouTube power. They have been doing that. They have been asking YouTubers to, or requesting or telling or ordering, whatever you want to call it, YouTubers to announce the super matches, and that brings the community together. When Dexter asked me today if I want to announce this Kamil versus Dadikyan match, now I feel like it's my responsibility. I wouldn't have done this live stream today. I wouldn't have recorded that video today. By the way, the guys, I think the video may also be, it will soon be uploaded. Within next 5 minutes, the video which I've recorded about this subject, that will be uploaded on the channel. I just got a notifications, all checks completed. So it will be uploaded soon by my brother. I'll let you know. Or maybe you'll get the notification. You guys let me know when the video is uploaded. So I wouldn't have made this video, I wouldn't have done this live stream if it wasn't for for Dexter, Robert Baxter and Dexter Tan. Sometimes people get confused with these names. It sounds similar. So if he didn't ask me, I wouldn't have made these videos. That's a smart move. That's why I said it's a smart move, because you're literally making it the YouTuber's responsibility to do a good job on that topic. That's why I was thinking, man, I must do this live stream. I must do this live stream. Your shirt is ruby red. Very pretty, brother. It's so comfortable, man, when you want to sleep or work out. It's so comfortable. And you'll be surprised for how much money I bought this. Any guesses? Bicep is looking okay. You have to pay 50% tariff for pay-per-view now. 50% tariff. Okay, the Trump statement about India, that's what you're talking about. Baxter ban. No, Baxter Tan. That would be awesome. Baxter Tan. Is Alijan pulling in the next East versus West event? $100. 100 rupees, that is. So it was like $1.20. This t-shirt I got for $1.20. Maybe not even that much. $1.10. Yeah. If Dadikyan is recovered, or 20 we can say. If Dadikyan is recovered from his surgery, then Dadikyan didn't have a surgery. On the right, I think he did. No, okay, got it. I made a video. Yeah, at that time he was saying that he'll have a surgery. It was something in his lower back, right? I need to ask him. That's an important thing. How can I miss that? I also made a video about that. So Dadikyan did have some problems in his lower back. It was a small surgery. Did he have it? Did he not have it? I'll update you about that in the next video, or maybe if somebody knows that. What's your age? 30, 31, whatever you want to say. Both are true. Is Alijan small bones, elbow, small bones? Is Alijan pulling in future? I think he will be. Elbow, small bone surgery. Not elbow. It was something in his back. What do you think about Devon left arm match? You don't make any specific video on that. So let's first talk about the matches that have been announced. The East versus West 20 matches. So the event is on 1st of November 2025. I saw that the pay-per-view is not available yet. So anyways, you can notify it here. I've opened Gold's Arm website. I'm a premium member. You can also become a premium member if you want. Mindaugas Tersitis versus Daniel Ustinov. That's a lightweight super match, 75 kilos, I guess. And then we have Daniel Ustinov. He was the world champion of 70 kg, I think. Now the category is 70 kg. So is this a world title match? Maybe not. Then welterweight world title match, left arm, 85 kg. Toms Rositz versus Oleg Jok. Toms pinned Oleg once in the tournaments. Let's see if we can do that in the super match as well. Petrenko versus Nugzari Shikadze. That's again world title match. This one is for the right arm. 105 kilos. Petrenko wasn't really the champion. Devon was the champion, but since Devon couldn't defend it for over a year, that's why that title is now given to Oleg Petrenko. Or maybe he's the interim champion, or maybe this match is for the title shot. Nobody's the champion here. But I do remember Dexter saying that Petrenko is the champion. Matt Mask versus Sergey Kalinichenko. Let me see if the audio is there. Okay, since until now nobody has complained about the audio, so I hope the audio is going through. Matt versus Kalinichenko. That's a rematch, or no, that's a left arm match. That is a left arm match. This one will be interesting. I was surprised to see Matt beat Irakli. I was not sure how good Matt's left is. I was not sure how I was sure about this. I was not sure how good Irakli's left is, or Matt's left is, but it was surprising. Kalinichenko has beaten Dave Chaffee on the left arm. Again, that one can be a close match as well. I would say Kalinichenko may be the favorite after seeing he can hold Dave without a wrist too. This guy may be the favorite. Barbora, yeah, I have shared the screen. Barbora versus Gabby, this time on the left arm, world title match. Gabriela lost her #1 super match puller right arm crown to this young arm wrestler, 24 years of age, Barbora, or 25, whatever she is. Then she must... Who is the left arm world champion? I would assume even from WAF, Barbora is the champion. So who is the defending champion here? I think Gabby, yeah, Gabby is the champion. She beat Aglevetkute, and since then she has not defended her title. Now I remember. So that's the world title match. Todd Hutchings versus Irakli Zirakashvili. Third time, this time again for the world title match, 95 kg, the title which resides with Todzilla Todd Hutchings. 105 kg world title opportunity Dave Chaffee is getting now against Ibrahim Sagov. This guy, Uncle Todd, who recently lost to this guy, Dave Chaffee, he has made a prediction since he has beaten him in the past, Ibrahim Sagov, in a 105 kg match. Todd has made a prediction that Dave Chaffee is going to easily win this match. Let's see if Uncle Todd's, the engineer math from Uncle Todd works here or not. Then we have the main event, Vitaly Laletin versus Jerry Caderet. What a stacked card this is, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 matches. So maybe that's it. I wouldn't be... I seriously do not want more matches on this card. For me, that's enough. Or maybe Goldsam has not added all of the matches yet. Maybe 1 or 2 more matches have already been announced. Maybe they're going for the sweet 10 number. Vitaly versus Jerry, that match was already supposed to happen. Now this is finally going to happen. Dadikyan versus Kamil Jablonski, that's the match that we are talking about. 20 matches, $20, you cannot beat that. 20 matches. Pradeep, now if you smash Roman in a match, everyone will be rooting for you. Today I was supposed to do a live stream with Roman Gamtenadze. Tomorrow I'll be doing that. I was busy today. Nice t-shirt, Pradeep. Somebody said $100. $1 it is. Did you post a video while doing a live? Yes, I did. That video is also about the live stream. How is that looking more muscular than this one? Yes, video is uploaded. Please check that out. That video is also about the announcement, but I've also included another topic in that video. stylistically, it's not an easy match for Dadikyan. I would say for Kamil. No, I would say for Kamil, it's not an easy match stylistically. Looking strong, bro. And I also got my pulley today. So the pulley is all set up. I asked the guy if I can have the low attachment too. So it has multiple holes, but the cable, the weight cable, that is short. Now the guy is telling me I need to add an extension to if I want to have the low angle on that. Did anyone else have that problem? So now I cannot do the Hermes Gasparini style back pressure on this, only a high angle pulley. So I'll be doing some cupping exercises from tomorrow onwards. Then I'm going to mess some people up. For Roman, no, I don't need to train for Roman. But for someone like Aussie arm wrestler, if I want to have that match, or if somebody offers me that match, I need to train very seriously, because Aussie arm wrestler is very strong. For me, like some of you trained arm wrestlers may be saying I must be joking. Aussie is a joke. He's not strong. But for a guy like me, I've seen some of his practice pulls and he looks really strong. I don't think I can beat him without training for like 5-6 months. You're supposed to buy a t-shirt 2 sizes too small. I think it's okay. It also looks small. It's L size. It's okay saying you don't want any more matches, but when do all these arm wrestlers get a match? Yes, that's a good point. So maybe 10 is the sweet spot. 10 is the number. Aussie's 100 kg, you are 82, both same height. Yeah. That's also a point. But I don't think he's like a very muscular, strong 100 kg. So I shouldn't really be complaining about 100 kg. For a guy like him, if he loses like 10 kilos, I don't think he's going to lose any strength. So if that match happens, I'm not even going to ask him to cut weight. He might even get stronger if he loses weight. Because he may get in shape, so he can be as heavy as he wants. I wouldn't ask for a weight cut. Of course, Jerry reaction is too slow. Jerry usually isn't slow. Mr. Armenian. One more time, guys, the match that was announced is, and it's being announced here for the first time. Dexter asked me to announce this match, and here I am. Kamil Jablonski versus David Dadikyan left arm super heavyweight match. Hello Pradeep, can you explain how Dexter got involved in East versus West? Does he have shares? Yes, he has bought some part of East versus West. I'm not sure. If you were to ask me to make a guess, I would say maybe 10%. That would be my guess. I don't think he owns more than that. Maybe even less. So Robert knew Dexter Tan even before this arm wrestling thing. So he introduced, that's my guess, or maybe I've heard it. I think I'm 90% correct about this information, that Robert introduced him to arm wrestling somehow. He was a business partner or some kind of business connections these two had, and then he must have seen that Robert is into this arm wrestling thing, and then maybe he got interested. And sometimes he arm wrestles too. So maybe Dexter Tan versus Arm Wrestling News is the next match. Nah. That will be too harsh on Mr. Dexter Tan. I don't think he's ready for the Arm Wrestling News top role yet. Pradeep, thought on Zaur shape. I'll make a video about that. Thanks, Pradeep. I'm going to Switzerland to watch it. That will be amazing. Switzerland. I've never been to the place. I don't even watch too many videos, but just the name sounds amazing. It must be a beautiful place. I've heard many people say that. So this live stream will be kept short. 20 minutes we have already in. Then 10 more minutes. For 10 more minutes, I'm going to continue. Why do you think Aussie did not get any match to announce? And what is the beef between you and him? I don't think I have any beef with him. So over the Kieran Morrison, John Morrison, I don't even know who that guy was. The guy that on who Uncle John did that javelin move. Morrison something, Karen, I don't know what his name was. So I was against that javelin move, and all I ever said about Aussie was, yes, Uncle John and Aussie did a live stream together, and of course Aussie is going to defend Uncle John because he's his friend, so his opinion is biased. We cannot really take it too seriously because it's his friend. And the guy is still mad over that statement. How was your PPL experience? That was amazing. That was amazing. We have discussed that too. I hope you guys also watched the matches. Amazing production level. Dexter, did you hear that? Yes. Is he in the chat? I don't think he is. That's going to be a good match. I'm going to say Kamil will win. Being his left arm is dominant one. Dadikyan is right arm dominant. I wouldn't say so. Dadikyan is like number 3 on the left in the world. And he's nowhere near number 3 on the right arm. So left is his dominant arm. I'm going to Switzerland to watch it. Yes, I've read that already. We all know that Eastern athletes don't like to talk crap, but that's part of the game. I just need to learn how to do it and stop crying about it. I just need to learn, or you just need to learn, or they need to learn it. Dadikyan nearly beat Artyom, who was number 1. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Left is his dominant arm. Pradeep, come to Australia in October and compete in the over the top 2 or come and watch. No, man. Come on, man. I'm not going to go to Australia to compete when I have probably 100,000 arm wrestlers in India who can beat me. Come on, man. What are you talking? Not 100,000. Maybe. That can 100,000 people beat me in India in an arm wrestling match? That's a big number, man. That's a big number. Especially left arm. I'm talking about the left arm. I'm not even going to compete on the right. In India, 80 kg categories is stacked. Yeah, 70 is also stacked. 90 is also stacked. Ryan Bowen married to Chetana. Not yet. So also Ozzy still mad at you now. You called him a bit of a diva once too. Yeah, he is. I'm going to call him a diva again. Why not? Well, Dadikyan might get it then. Yes, that's... I would say Dadikyan is my new favorite arm wrestler. People used to ask me who's my favorite. It used to be Hermes Gasparini, but for some reason it isn't Hermes right now. Now the new favorite from today onwards is David Dadikyan. The guy is funny off the table and he's super charismatic, super angry, energetic on the table. I like that combination. So Dadikyan, my favorite arm wrestler, and Chetana, your sister, she was just joking about it, and I was also playing along. No, I'm not her cousin. She was saying that Pradeep is my cousin, or maybe I am. Let the story continue. Why East versus West doesn't invite Russian athlete to US? Was it because of the invasion? I think it's because of the visa issue. Practice pulling in the Pro Punjab League, yeah, a lot of practice pulling. I practiced with both of the number 1 and number 2 female arm wrestlers of India, and I think I can beat both of them. I think right arm, she was tired. She had already practiced for like 5 minutes, 10 minutes before me, and in the straps, I didn't even do anything. She hit sideways and she took her own wrist. The number 1 female arm wrestler in India, but she was tired. Then I practiced with her left-handed. My left is strong, and she was saying her left is weak, and I still had to like give it 80%, maybe 80% to hold her without the straps. After seeing that power on the left, I realized, man, the right was tired. So it still can be a good match, but in the straps especially. But I don't think I'll let her slip. So I'm 95% sure, at least 95% sure that I'm the number 1 female arm wrestler in India. Come on, man. What are you talking about? And I did practice against some 60 kg guys. I don't think their level is super high. So there were top 18 60 kg guys, and I didn't practice against the top guys. And especially, I don't know their left-handed ranking. I was practicing with them. But I'm quite sure that if there is a tournament, let's say if there are top 10 arm wrestlers in India, 60 kg top 10 left arm wrestlers, I can beat some of them. I'll definitely rank top 10 in India in the 60 kg division while weighing 82 or 80. I think I'm confident about that. I can hold them. Almost all of them without even the straps. Just like I grab them low, grab them from here, and they cannot slip. I can put them in a hook, and then it's a battle afterwards. In the straps, it's difficult for me to hook them because I don't know how to arm wrestle in the straps. All of the 60 kg guys, except for maybe the top 2 3, you guys are gone next year. Now I have a pulley at my home. So let's talk about the East versus West matches once again. We have Mindaugas Tersitis versus Daniel Ustinov. Right arm match, lightweight super match. So is it not a world title match? Because Daniel Ustinov, I remember he was the world champion of 70 kg. But maybe this is 78 kg, not 70. Oleg Jok versus Toms Rositz. Welterweight world title, 85 kg left arm world title match. Then we have Oleg Petrenko, I might share the screen once again, versus Nugzari Shikadze. That's again a world title match, right arm 105 kg, left arm match between Matt Mask and Kalinichenko. Barbora versus Gabriela. Gabriela holds the title, world title left arm, super heavyweight women's category. That will be on the line, and that will be in trouble once again against this lady, Barbora Baichova, I think that's how she pronounces it. I asked her on Messenger a couple of years ago. Irakli Zirakashvili, Todd Hutchings, third time again for the world title match, 95 kg. 115 kg world title match, Dave Chaffee versus Sagov. Vitali versus Jerry, main event. Is that for the 5th rank in the world? Maybe, maybe not. We'll have to wait and see. Pradeep versus Henry. No, Henry is not ready for me. I saw his live stream recently. He has a pulley in his home, in his room, but still I don't think he's ready for me yet. He may be if he keeps on practicing. Right now I'll beat him for sure. And he's young too, so I don't think his joints or muscles are that strong. No, he cannot beat me. Ustinov takes it. Plus he's built like a woman too. So that's also going to be an issue for him. The manliness is going to be an issue for him when he gets on the table against me. Pradeep versus 55 kg WAF champion. Nah, man. Maybe 55 kg under 16 WAF champion. I can take him on. Yeah. Under 16, 55 kg WAF champion. I can take that guy on the left arm. Even that may be difficult if he's really fast. Under 16, 55 kg. Yep. I think I'm ready. Devon successfully ducked this Vitali match, sending Jerry. World champ one day, write it down. I see it. Did they ask the Russians to come? So the next event is in Switzerland, so we're not sure about the next USA event. I don't think I'm ready or knowledgeable enough to answer this question. You don't have to talk banter, to be honest. We just speak the truth and others are afraid to say it. Leah banter because playing mind games. Beta, PS, snake, liars, or hate. Your thoughts on Hermes versus Levan rematch? Nope, I did not expect him to lose so easily. Yep, I did not expect that. Is that match happening? Jerry Caderet versus Vitali is the main event of this event, the upcoming East versus West event. But before that, we have this big super match that I'm going to announce. I've already announced today. Dadikyan finally found his equal, and his equal is going to be Kamil Jablonski. To be honest, I don't really think he's going to be his equal. I'm a big Kamil fan. Kamil knows that. I like to see him win. But I'm also a big Dadikyan fan. I like to see him win too. And I think he's going to take this match home. Let's see if Kamil can flop his wrist. If Kamil can somehow flop that wrist, his own wrist, then maybe he may be in the match. But Dadikyan may be way too strong, way too fast to just hook him and not even let him get into his flop press. Only Pradeep can go against Levan. Yes, I can. Who can be the next match for Brian Shaw? John Brezink versus Brian Shaw should be the next match. I have no doubt about that. John has shown some interest in that. Brian Shaw has shown some interest in that. So, and nobody minds losing to John Brezink. So even if Brian loses that match, you got a flop wrist press. Left arm, I can do little bit. Tricep press, not off the go. Off the go, of course, I cannot do anything. But if you are in a hook against me for 10 seconds, and even if I'm going all out 15 seconds and I've stopped you, then I can easily transition into a press. And for the 60 kg guys, it becomes unstoppable. I've tried that against many of them. So I don't have any side pressure because I haven't arm wrestled like ever. So I can stop them, but when I move sideways, nothing moves. So I can slowly switch to a press and then tries to press them down. It feels pretty easy, pretty normal. It doesn't look like a awkward, weird movement to me. So I think if I'm in this position somehow, I should be able to do that too. I don't think it's that difficult thing. Especially this, man. What the hell is that? I've seen this happen to many arm wrestlers like Vitaly Laletin, Georgy Swetkov, and many others too. They've taken everything. They're literally onto the fingers of an arm wrestler and they're in this position, 1 inch above the pad, and they keep on doing this. And I'm like, bro, just stand up. You don't even need to press at that moment. How much side pressure can somebody have when you are here, hanging with full body weight, and you cannot just stand up? That to me is like weird. Like, what the hell is that? Why can't you just stand up and finish the match? Somebody try to hold me that way with a flop press, and I'm top rolling you here, and I'm like an inch above the pin pad. Someone try to stop me from this position. I don't know how. Chetna 3, Pradeep 0. This to me looks weird. So I can totally relate to that when Devon was telling Georgy Swetkov when he was reviewing that match against Jerry. And he's like, bro, just stand up. You don't even need to press. So Jerry was holding Georgy like this, an inch above the pad, just with his fingers. And Georgy couldn't stand up. Dadikyan's opponent is Kamil Jablonski. I was in Matt Rhodes' stream with Roman and Gennady. Can you speak on some of the comments you made about inside information you have GVW? So I'll talk about that tomorrow, or maybe a day after that I'll do an interview. Today I was supposed to do an interview with Roman, but I didn't get time to prepare questions for that. Tomorrow I'll do an interview with Roman. Vitaly lost 2 guys that Devon absolutely destroyed. Yeah, the math isn't mathing here. Devon should win that match. But Vitaly wasn't full-time back then, if I remember right. Should be Dadikyan versus Alijan. No, it is Kamil Jablonski. Why are you putting Dadikyan ahead of Alijan in the left? I'm not doing that. East versus West is doing that. Alijan destroyed Prudnik and Dadikyan lost to him. Yeah, but that was 105 kg match. Now we're talking about super heavyweight rankings. Because Alijan is 105, 103, 4 kgs anyways. But Dadikyan in that match, he cut to 105. Now he can be close to 120, 117, 118. So it can be a little bit different. Roman accepted the interview. No, he asked me. He asked me that he wants to join the channel. Or he asked me if I want to ask him to join the channel, which is basically the same thing. Seria mejor Dadikyan versus Alijan. Ese seria mucho más legendario. That's Italian or Mexican? For sure it's either one of these 2 languages. Alijan 50,000, yeah. 50,000. When is the Roman interview? Maybe tomorrow, maybe a day after that. Dexter said Vitaly is Levan's next opponent. But he needs to beat Jerry for that, right? Am I wrong to assume that? All of the 4 volumes is 0 on my phone. How the hell is... No, the notification volume was on. Pradeep, did Roman really accept the interview with you? Was there some conditions, some questions you can't ask? No. His only condition was like, please don't ask the questions which I already answered. And I was like, that's weird because I'm a different person. I may have different counter questions to ask you, so I cannot accept this condition of yours that I cannot ask the questions which have already been discussed in the Matt Rhodes interview. Basically, all of the questions were discussed in that interview. So yeah, that was weird. Of course, I didn't agree to that. Pradeep, how bad would Coach Ray beat you? Of course, really bad. I wouldn't feel a difference. I'm thinking so. I wouldn't feel a difference between Coach Ray and Devon Larratt, for example. That's how far ahead of me Coach Ray is. Pradeep, if Jerry wins, you're gonna give a huge shout out to me, okay? Prayagraj Sharma, thank you. Roman interview will be live. Yes, live. When is the Switzerland event? 1st November. For me, it's 1st November. Depends on the time where you live. The date may be 30th of, or the October is 30 or 31. I even forgot. 31. Maybe 31 October. Depending on where you live. I'm not sure about that. So basically the time is 63 days, 21 hours, 7 minutes. In that much time, the event will be live. Pradeep versus Aussie, most likely it's a balanced match. It can be a balanced match, but I need to train for that. Right now it isn't. It was a Spanish. It would be better if Dadikyan versus Alijan. That would be much more legendary. Yeah, that match can happen too if... I'm not sure. Pradeep isn't an arm wrestler. He's just a casual who loves the sport. Yep, that's right. Do we know why Monster Michael Todd is not being invited to the last two East versus West events? I think he's cutting weight. Robert Baxter said that he's also cutting weight to 115 kilos, which I've been suggesting already for a very long time, and Michael used to get mad at me. If you can cut to 105 kilos, you're not a true super heavyweight. Yes, guys like Devon do exist who can cut to that weight, but then they can still be dominant in the super heavyweight category. But he's an exception. He's like a 6'6" guy. If you can cut to 105 kilos, I don't really consider you like a true super heavyweight. When Hermes competition, maybe East versus West 21. I'm not sure. The Roman interview. Please make it live. Don't record it. Yes, live. So thank you guys. That's it for this live stream. You guys are awesome. The announcement was the match that was announced here for the first time. No one else has announced it yet. And the match was Kamil Jablonski versus David Dadikyan, left arm super heavyweight super match. It will happen at East versus West 20. The event will be in Zurich, Switzerland. November 1st is the date, or 31st October, I think, depending on the time where you're living, which part of the world you're living. So basically it will be a Saturday. You're the only YouTuber who still reply to chats, not like Devon. I think Devon also does reply, but he's getting like 10 times more comments than me. So that's the problem for him. Do you really believe that Michael was 105 against Hongarbayev? He looked big. So thank you guys. That was the match announcement. And the video about that has also been uploaded. So you can check that out too after you exit this live stream. Once again, maybe I'll end it here. Thanks. Huge respect to you guys too.